Okay, so how many of y'all struggle with productivity? I know a lot of times that we as creators or entrepreneurs or people that's trying to do something different outside of 9 to 5, it's hard to be productive. It's hard to find ways for you to get that organization down pat, to get your work stream down pat and intact. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video, because I've been getting a lot of questions from people and everybody's saying, what are some of the best ways to be productive? How do I be productive? So in this video, I will be outlining some simple ways for you to be productive. So let's get into it. So the first way I would say for you to be productive is to find a balance. Figure out what your schedule is. Sometimes that's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because when you try to find a balance, sometimes you try to fit in a whole bunch of things because you like doing so many things. But when you find a legit, true balance, you kind of stick to that schedule. So let's say you wake up at 7 a.m., you go to the gym by 7:30, you get back by 8:30, you make a breakfast as soon as you get back and be done by 9 o'clock, and then you start your day, your official day. Or let's say you have to get up to get some coffee. Like, find a balance. A lot of us do a whole lot of things outside of our 9 to 5. So figure out what time do you need to dedicate towards that YouTube channel, to dedicate towards photography, to dedicate towards, you might have a barber business. A lot time for you to get those things done. Sometimes you might have to put your phone on do not disturb. Sometimes you might have to not be on social media or Instagram for a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, but block out time so you can dedicate towards your goals and your endeavors and that extracurricular things that you like to do. The next point I have is don't spend so much time doing the work. And when I say doing the work, I mean trying to figure out ways to be organized, trying to knock down. We worry so much about checking emails all the time. We worry so much about scratching tasks off our task list. Like, that's doing the work. Sometimes we worry so much about that we forget about other things that we need to do. So don't worry about scratching off these tasks and, going through your emails immediately. Allot time to do that. Don't be so focused on the work. Because I know for me personally, I get so caught up in, I need to answer this email, or I need to answer these questions, or I need to edit this video, and I get caught up in the work, where sometimes my productivity end up taking a hit because I'm so focused on getting task after task after task done, instead of just focusing on one big thing or one huge task, and then after that task is done, then going on to the next. So don't be looking at your calendar in the sense of the work you have to get done. Look at it as a sense of, okay, get this one thing out the way. After that's out the way, I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'm gonna go tackle that another time. But don't just keep going back to back to back and focus on the work and knocking out those tasks, because at the end of the day, you might burn yourself out and then you won't be as productive. And that goes to my next point. My next point is taking breaks. A lot of times it's hard for us creators, it's hard for us entrepreneurs, it's hard for us, even when we have 9 to 5s, it's hard for us to take a break. I have a 9 to 5 now. And sometimes it's hard for me to be like, something, I need to take PTO to go on a vacation for a couple of days, or just get time to myself for a couple of days. And then sometimes when I end up doing that, I still end up doing work because I'm doing YouTube, photography, and stuff like that. You have to really think about truly taking a break, decompressing from every single bit of work you have in your life, whether that's, your extracurricular activities, work, any extra endeavors that you have. Take a break from it. Just let it go for 2 days, take a break, decompress, and then come back. And then that way you come back stronger mentally. A lot of times when we take breaks, we still typically end up doing work anyway. You ever took a break, went on a vacation, and then you out here checking emails, you out here checking your work email, you out here trying to shoot a YouTube video, you out here trying to get content and stuff like that, while you're also taking a break, like knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. Which is not bad to do that on some breaks, but it's sometimes you need the type of break where you are literally taking a break. You're not focusing on any other work that you have going on. You're just taking that time to just decompress mentally, taking that time to really think to yourself, think about things that you need to get done later on, think about, things that's happened this past week that you can really analyze and figure out how you can move forward from certain things. And I think that's the best way to be productive, is taking those breaks. It's healthy to take breaks in order to be productive, because you're always going to come back better. You're always going to come back at a better mental state. And the thing about productivity is you can only be but so productive if your mind isn't there. If you're tired, if you have a lot on your mind, if you're stressed, it messes up your productivity. So make sure you take those breaks, and I can't stress that enough, and I need to do a better job at that too. And my next point is get proper rest. And I'm gonna tell you this, I struggle with this. I struggle with getting the proper rest because I be up late editing. Sometimes I'm up just doing all kind of stuff until 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning, but you have to get the proper rest. And I try to get at least 8 hours of sleep most of the week, but sometimes it don't go that way. But try to get your 8 hours of sleep. If you can get more, try that. But get that routine together where you're going to sleep at a certain time and you're waking up at a certain time. Get that proper rest because your body need to rejuvenate. Your body need that rest in order for you to get in a productive state. You ever realize, like, when you're being extra productive, it's just easy for you to keep going, like you're just in that zone and you just keep going and going and going and you don't feel as tired? That's because most likely you're getting the proper rest. You're getting the rest that you need in order for your body to keep going. But have you ever been going through the work day and you're getting tired, you feel like you need a nap, you feel like you need coffee, you feel like you need some type of energy? That's because your body is telling you, like, hey, I'm about burnt out. I ain't had enough sleep. I might, didn't have enough water. I need to take a break. But if you get enough rest, you could push through those and you won't feel as fatigued. And when you're feeling fatigued, when you're trying to be productive, it lessens your productivity because your mind start to think about other things than what you're trying to focus on. When you're focusing on, let's say you're a student, you're focusing on a paper and your body is fatigued, your mind is starting to think about, oh wow, I'm tired, I need water, I need to eat, I need to nap, besides actually focusing on that paper and what you need to focus on. And it just, takes your mind away from it. Get the proper rest, guys. Try to. And I'm trying to do a better job myself. I'm new at this minimalism. This is my journey too, but these are things that I came up with that I've been trying to do recently that I think that it could possibly help you if you're trying to be productive in the most simplest way. A lot of people look at productivity and think of it this mass task item. These are simple things that you can do now to help enhance your productivity if that's something that you're struggling with. Go ahead and hit the like button, share with a friend, leave a comment in the comment section of any productivity insight that you all have for me or anybody else that you've been doing to help enhance your productivity.